on EA Sports. And tonight, it's a Windy City special. I'm at Cohen with the former Chicago Bull. It's Jay Williams.
And we're talking about the best of the best. These guys in the court represent less than 0.001% of the world. I can't wait to see this star-studded affair.
Jay. You know the feeling as the 10 players take the court and we get ready for the opening tip. Curry, deep right corner, Green. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
George buries it. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Clippers have the basketball to Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prom City.
Russell. Cauley-Stein to Green. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
And score. Strong take.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Steph lets loose. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Confidence is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Even if your perceived abilities... You gotta be you.
To Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Here comes the screen. Curry drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Leonard. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
To George. From long range, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Clippers have it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Russell with it up top. They find themselves down 10. And count the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now the Clippers call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. LA Clippers with the basketball. George sizing up Draymond Green. Willie Cauley-Stein snatching it out of the air. Here's Curry with it up top. Down 8. Another chance. The follow won't go either.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Curry. And the rebound taken in by George. Leonard. Down low to Williams. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Curry to Green. Gets it in the left corner. Thompson. Good sign that time, Jay, as they to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. Here comes the screen. Curry. Cauley-Stein powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Thompson. And it's good.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front. One quarter in the books, and Jay, naturally, both coaches wanted to get more stops. But boy, was that fun to watch.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. It remains Warrior basketball. Livingston across the timeline. Right now, down 7. Thompson had made his first couple, but he misses there.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Warriors have the basketball. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Leonard. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas, or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Livingston. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended. Knocked loose. Clippers have got it. It's theirs now. To Williams. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Green to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Beverly into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Curry into the front court. Margins 8. To Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson to Russell. Has a look. Shot by Russell off the mark. Turns and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Rises for the slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Lou Williams. 2 of 4 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Paul George sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Curry to the basket, but it won't go down. D'Angelo Russell, too good to leave that wide open. D'Angelo Russell hits.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Beverly. Over to the right side. Paul George. Can't ask for much more. He's perfect. 5 for 5 from the field.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Curry to Green. For 3. That won't go. To Leonard. And look out. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ballgame.
4-3. Textbook defense. Leonard buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Steph Curry, now 3 for 9. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George hits the three-pointer. Curry with the basketball. Down by 15. Count it.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
It's the Clippers with the possession now to Beverly. Curry into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. George, how's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Curry to Thompson. Yes, Klay Thompson looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
It's Golden State basketball. Surveys the floor. Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Draymond Green tips it. Curry to bring it up. The deficit now up to 12. Gets to the basket and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Beverly to Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. He has had the hot hand tonight. He's now 6 for 6 from beyond the arc.
And I say keep feeding him the ball. If he's not going to miss, let's make sure our offense centers around him.
Just off the mark. To Beverly. Missed a wide-open look. If you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Strong finisher, Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Curry. Fires the 3, and it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. To George. No good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump